So, Lou, you're married, right?
I am. I am.
Sweets, you're single? Oh,
Well,
are you?
I'm
Anytime
single.
a nigga have to clear his throat before he answer a question,
Say
you know
nothing.
that
Say less.
it's all about to
Say
happen. You know
less.
what I mean?
Say less.
What your ass say?
Yeah.
No,
Say
I mean,
less.
you know what? I'm
your
single to a
ass
certain
say?
extent.
Single to an extent. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
single to an
I
extent.
asked this to say, when you're outside, you're just, doing your thing, or you're around, or no, when you're outside around women, right? Do you tend to? Are you the guy that looks to see if they have a ring on a band on their finger? Is that something that you actually are aware of, cautious of?
Actually, yeah, I'm conscious of that.
So when you're talking to a woman, you will look at her hand, or
I
just
will.
see women in passing and look at
No,
the hand?
I look at the hand because you know what? I want to know what I'm able to say, what I'm able to get away with when I talk. Mm-hmm. Right? And back to.
Related. That's what y'all nice. You're a nice guy.
Because you know what? Because you know one thing I've learned from being a hairstylist around women all the time. Mm-hmm. There's certain things I can say that you guys can't say.
Okay.
They won't take it offensive.
Right.
See what I'm
Oh
saying?
hell yeah, they have a certain level of comfortability around you.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
So I can say the sexiest thing and it won't come off that way.
Yeah.
They'll smile and say, "Oh, thank you." But you guys, they're gonna get that look, that cut eye. Mm-hmm. Me,
That's just an advantage of being the hairstylist, though.
and that's
Yeah.
that.
But we're saying randomly, you meet a thing. It's not the same thing, right?
I mean, if I like her, I'm looking at the hand. If I want to get her, if I
I'm
want
not
to,
gonna lie, so I'm gonna speak loud so the mics can hear me. I have never looked at a girl's hand.
oh for real?
Never in my life.
Oh shit!
If I like somebody, what's on her hand shouldn't bother me. Why should it bother me?
I get what you're saying.
Why should it bother me?
In terms of
If
pursuing,
anybody should be concerned, it should be her, not me.
no, I agree with you.
You,
100%.
I like something, I like something.
you know what? You're right. You're right in the sense
100%.
if anybody should be concerned, it's her. But I've paid attention to hands. Like I'm on the road a lot. I work on the road, so I have a lot of women and clients that talk to me when I'm out there, and they confide in me because I'm not going to be there all the time in that same work facility. So they rather voice things to me than their coworkers. And I do look at the hand. It's part of my nature because I'm always studying. I'm always watching because I want to see your movements
Observing.
of how you're going to move with me if you got one on or if you don't got one on, right? Now that I have one on, which I've just had on for the last couple years, I see people move around me. I don't hide mine, but people gravitate towards me, I guess, because of my personality. But the thing is,
No, the ring does that too.
the ring does it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I
Females want what they
got
can.
I got more women coming to me now than
Yeah.
prior to getting married.
They see,
And I've been with my woman for over 20 years, and I'm like, yo, it's coming, it's crazy. And I gotta put it out there that, you know what, this is what my situation is, and they still okay, they know, they respect it, they keep their boundaries, but the boundaries are very, very limited. It's like I'm on thin ice.
Of course, women want what they can't have.
I agree with
You
you.
ever heard the saying, a shorty won't date a nigga that lives with his mom, but she'll date a nigga. She'll date a nigga that's married to his wife.
Every female in the back of their head, anytime you solidify something with another female, they're gonna be saying, "Why wasn't it me? Is she better than
Another
me?"
thing
All
is
the problems
too.
that she's gonna be going through. That.
Another thing too is they see that he is able to commit and keep a woman.
That's
So
what
what
it
do
is.
you have
That's what it
what
is.
about
Protect
you
and provide.
that
That's-
allows you to keep her?
Protect and provide. Those are the biggest things.
A lot of people want that. They want that stability. They want that
Exactly.
support. So they're looking for that. And
Exactly.
it's for
She's
some
to
of the
have that
women out there who
foundation.
are looking for men. Is not that ain't always there in every single man, but they don't take the time to do.
Every man, because that's our nature. But you know what I feel?
Of course,
I feel like every
a lot
girl
of us.
doesn't deserve it. Not every girl deserves that.
I agree with that too. Not every girl deserves that. You're right. You're right. You hit that on the nail on the head. Not every girl deserves it. But for the ones that do deserve it, for the ones that want it, I mean, some people have gotten to a relationship and they had to, split up for whatever reason, and now they're at the point where they want to get back out there and look for another man and a better man, but the men are not there that
I'm not even gonna lie.
I've had women complain to me.
Sorry.
Some of these men out here are corny.
Yeah, of course.
And-
but the
and-
grass ain't
and-
always
and-
greener on
and
the other
they're
side.
looking for-
the men they're picking though.
Uh-huh.
The type of man they want.
Well, you know
Lifestyle
what?
they want. It could be certain things.
There is that. You're right about
That
that,
comes-
but there's
yeah,
also
definitely comes from that.
sometimes, when you're getting back into the dating scene, you're meeting people and you're trying to give somebody a chance, and you talk to them. Some people can't even talk. From what I'm hearing from the women, they can't even speak. They can't even hold a proper conversation. They don't even know how to have a one-on-one date. So that's become an issue with it amongst the ladies that I've spoken to.
100% true.
Yeah.
But if I could interject, a lot of women
It's-
be passing up good guys because
That too.
that's not what they're
Standards
looking for.
high.
physically.
Standards
Like, you know what I mean?
above,
Like off
above
the
and
look.
beyond.
I heard that
Standards
too, because
above and
I
beyond.
know somebody, one or two females who are like that. They're looking for that physical appearance, and it's got to match their criteria of what they want a guy to look like. And I'm like, you didn't even give this guy a chance, because if you talked to him and understood his personality,
Yeah.
maybe that would have changed your whole perspective on how he looks.
Which is not, you see, that's something that has never been attached to female biology. What are you looking
This
for?
is like a
females,
guy.
Females have never looked at physical, not to even say they've never looked at a physical appearance, but it's been more of being a protector and provider before physical appearance. So you see how the
Nah, but your
dynamic
physical
is
gotta
now
look good.
changing. Of course.
The physical
Of course,
gotta
when it
look
comes to-
good.
When it comes to
Into
the
her- into
but
her
that
eyes.
now,
Into her eyes.
that comes from the 666. 6 foot, 6 pack, six figures.
But I tell
Where
you
was
this.
that before that?
Hold
Look at
on.
the niggas that
Wait, okay,
no.
hold on. That reminds me about something that was on that was on the show. Shout out to Sweets and Lou that was on the
I know
show.
exactly where you're gonna go with it.
You know exactly where I'm gonna go with it. Then please take over. Have it on in front of you. Right?
And the newer
Yeah.
sign.
So yeah, please take it over.
The preferences
Go ahead.
that Kinetic said
What are you?
on the show. Shout out to Kinetic, by the way.
Shout out to Kinetic.
He said
Said a lot.
every time
without saying much.
a woman has a preference, there's 20 other women waiting in that line for that man.
Exactly.
It's called preferences. And being emotionally aware and intentionally aware of those preferences. The reason why you keep on bringing the wrong person to your life is because of your preferences. I don't know about the manifestation part of it where, hey, you know what I put out there I attract. I'm 50-50 on that. I don't know if it's anything else, but what I do know is that for women, it's this, right? And for men, it's also this. There's a 7-to-1 ratio, women to men. Okay.
Hold on, let him finish.
Wait,
Let
I'm
him
not
finish.
finished. Please let me
him
finish. I will say, again, I will continue, right? It's a 7-to-1. Every time you add a preference, you're competing with 2 or 3 people. So if you want him 6 feet tall, you're now 10-to-1. You say you want him to have 9 inches or 8 inches, whatever it is, 10 inches. You're now competing with another 5 women. You want him 6 figures, 7 figures. You're now competing with another 5 women. So by the time you add 10 preferences to that 7-to-1 ratio, you're now in competition with 25 plus women. And then, on top of it, your preferences keep you single. And I'll just leave it like that.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Like,
You remember he said that.
Every time she added a new
Five other women in
preference.
competition. Yeah.
Every time she
There's
has
more
a new
competition.
preference.
Yeah.
So now here you are later in life. You still have these preferences, and you're still by yourself.
exactly.
And you know what? You know what I brought up? And a lot of people didn't take into that a rebuttal to or a follow up to that question. Why are there so many women that are concerned about things that have nothing to do with the longevity of a relationship?
Such as
6
what?
foot?
Oh,
6
okay.
foot? What does it have to do with a relationship? You need a nigga that's 6 foot to be good in a relationship? What does that have to do with that? Dog lover? Things like that. You know what I mean? Little minuscule things that are like, it has nothing to do with the longevity of a relationship.
You know the trigger.
When
Know
you're
some
adding on these things, like it just.
they have triggers. There are girls over here talking about, my boyfriend has bought me a car. Da da da.
Yeah, it's competition.
You know?
Oh,
it's
now the friend wants a car.
No.
Their past traumas.
It's
and
competition,
also
bro.
So now they want a car.
It's competition.
Now they're telling you, Michael just bought Shanika a car.
A BMW. Now I need a Benz or a Porsche.
So now I'm looking at her like, oh, that's cool. I'm not that guy. I'm not gonna be that guy. You can use my car and go where you gotta go. Just don't want out the gas. That's basically it.